Hi, my name is Lauren Trees, and I am the Principal Research Lead for Knowledge Management at APQC. And when I tell people that I study knowledge management for a living, I get a lot of really blank stares. So I thought it would make sense to quickly and succinctly explain to you what knowledge management is and why I think it matters. Knowledge management is a whole array of tools and approaches to get information and expertise flowing in your organization. And that's actually why it's tricky to understand, because it's not just one thing. It's everything you do to handle recorded knowledge, things like standard operating procedures, customer FAQs, how-to guides, all of this documentation that people use in the context of their jobs. But it's also everything that you do to leverage the knowledge that's inside people's heads. So how do you find a subject matter expert or a colleague who's had a particular experience that you can learn from? So as a discipline, it includes really techie stuff like how do I incorporate AI into my enterprise search algorithm, and also really touchy-feely stuff like how do I build employee communities, how do I engage mentors, how do I use storytelling inside the organization. So my recommendation for how to get your head around this admittedly very broad discipline is to think about it from the perspective of an end user. You have a worker bee who needs to know something. They have a question or a problem they're trying to solve. How are they going to approach that? So probably the first step is that they're going to go to your search bar, they're going to type something in and look for a document, a training. Maybe there's a conversation in a discussion thread where somebody's already answered that question. Is there something self-service out there that they can use? And then if they don't find that, they're probably going to take it to the next step. So is there a subject matter expert or a smart colleague or a network of smart colleagues who can help them? So you have content and documentation, and then you have access and connections to people. So if you think about all of the different types of knowledge that worker bee might need, and all of the different ways that they might access it, and everything that needs to happen underneath the surface to connect that person to that knowledge, you have a pretty good sense of what knowledge management really is.